Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reorganizing my entire EXO collection, primarily to add Baekhyun into my collection. I currently collect all album cards for Jeondae and Chanyeol, but I recently decided that since my Jeondae and Chanyeol collections are almost done, I don't know, I was just like, I need more EXO in my life. So I decided that I would add Baekhyun to my collection. I have had this B&D A5 wide binder for my collection since I decided to start showing it on my channel. And it originally housed all of my EXO album cards and then my solo and subunit things in the back. But I decided that I didn't really like the way that that looked anymore. It was starting to feel really messy to me. So I decided instead that I'm going to have two separate EXO binders. I'm going to have this one for my main EXO album cards and this one for all of my solo and subunit things and any miscellaneous non-album I maybe happen to get. This is a B&D A5, a B&D Lover's Record binder, which is technically A7 size, I believe. I did end up getting a glitter one this time. I bought it from It's Deco Day. I didn't even know they made glitter ones. I've had like a clear regular one for so long, and then I was like, oh, look at that. I believe I have enough pages in here, but yeah. Anyway, that is pretty much what we're gonna do today. We're gonna store solo subunit stuff in here. We're going to make this binder, we're going to lay out this binder to have 3 members in it, and that's gonna be the game. So I'm actually going to take all the cards that I had. This is all my solo subunit stuff and the Baekhyun cards I already owned. And then this is my storing photo cards pile. And a big chunk of it is just EXO cards. And we're going to take these out and store them today as well. Because I thought it would be more fun to see all the cards together. So as you can tell, we have a lot of EXO cards to add in here, which makes this a good little time. So yeah, let's pretty much just get into it. I believe I have enough pages in here to store everything, but first we are going to need to take all of my Chanyeol and Jeondae cards out. So first and foremost, as you can probably tell if you've seen some of my videos before, I made a new EXO collage. I decided to make a top 3 one. Chan Chen Baek? Chan Baek Chen? I don't know, whatever you want to call it, with my extra exact album, and I think that this collage turned out really cute. I do need to trim off this little top part here, and I haven't done that, so whoopsies. But yeah, this is what my EXO collection currently looks like. It is laid out in spreads like this, but today we're going to move it so that it's laid out in pages like this instead. Some of my pages have already been converted this way, but we're going to need to work on converting everything else. And yeah, I'm excited because we're finally going to be able to see the backs of all my cards, which is something that I haven't been able to do since I started this collection. So that's going to be really nice, actually. It might seem kind of silly since I can't read the backs anyway, but I always love the designs of photo card backs. And I really like being able to see them in my collection. Like, I don't think I would ever store a collection in colored sleeves or something. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm going to be taking them out in sets like this so that we can store everything right away back in the right order. I do actually have more EXO cards than I am storing today in terms of progress with this collection, but those ones are at my Japanese proxy address, and I am not planning to ship that box until September. So yeah, that'll be for a future storing photo cards video, but I'm really happy with how far this collection has come. I have been a fan of EXO since 2017, early 2017, like January, February. So my first comeback was the war, and I have been following them very closely ever since. They are my alt group in a very major way. So I've been collecting their albums for a long time, but I only started collecting their photo cards, I think in 2021, I tried collecting OT9, and then I was like, oh my god, this is a lot of money. I don't know if I really want to do this. And so I stopped, but I kept all the cards. I didn't sell any of them. And then in 2022, I was like, fuck it. They're kind of becoming more active again. And I just really want to have an EXO collection back in my life. I already had most of Jeondae's album cards at that point. So the main chunk of work was pretty much getting Chanyeol's cards. And I'm almost done with my Chanyeol collection as well, at least in terms of EXO album cards. I have all but 4 of his cards pre-exist. And then for exist, I think I'm missing 1 card, I think. So, you know, pretty close to being done with him. I have completed all of Jeondae's EXO album cards. And then I am just missing some of his solo cards. And then for Baekhyun, I am missing a lot currently, which, you know, makes sense. I kind of just started this. I'm actually not missing that many cards in terms of EXO album cards. I'm missing all the ones that are like most desirable, basically. So all the cards that are extra cute or from extra popular eras are ones that I'm missing, because those cards tend to go for like $20 a card. And no, I am not paying that. So instead, I'm biding my time until I can find them for a better deal. Realistically, I know that not all of his cards I'm going to be able to find for a good deal. So there are some cases where I'm going to just have to cave and be like, all right, we're going to get you today. But until I reach that point, I'm going to keep trying to find cards for good deals. I will maybe place a picture of my current template on the screen, so you can kind of know where I'm at. Like, honestly, I'm really proud of myself. I have not spent a lot of money on his collection. I did have some of his cards already, but not a lot by any means. And I'm already like pretty far along. I have a decent amount of his solo cards as well. And yeah, I don't know. I was kind of surprised by how well things ended up going, but you know, that's good. That's important. A collection should be relatively relaxed. Okay, so I'm going to move. This is my exist setup. So we'll have photo book 1, photo book 2, photo book 3, Sminny, because these are the hear me out, let me in concepts. And then the digipacks are going to be back here with their Mumo pobs, because I wanted another card to fill the slot. And Mumo is always really cheap. I actually have all these cards already. And then Japan and the Obsession Keynote are back here. I have not set up Baekhyun for these because his cards like this can get kind of pricey. I mean, the Japanese ones aren't that bad, but I have no plans to buy his Obsession Keynote anytime soon. So I'm just going to leave that with the 2 of them for right now. And we can worry about that later. Japanese cards are like my lowest priority. Like, they are concept cards, so they're just like not the most interesting things in the world. So yeah, but all right. So I think the next move is to take this stack here, right? And let's see, I want to make sure you all can see it. So maybe let's do it like here. And then my stack of Baekhyun cards that I already owned, I'm gonna put those here. And then all the new cards. Oh no, these are all the new cards. They're the ones I already owned. As you can tell, I have a lot of EXO cards. This isn't even all of it. Like, I have a huge amount of cards for my non-top 3 members as well. I have an almost complete Lei collection actually too. But yeah. Oopsies. So, okay. This is the stack of Baekhyun cards I already had. Let's take a look. So I had both of his Grau cards, his Sing For You Chinese version, Lotto Korean version. I had 3 of the Tempo cards. I had both of his Love Shot cards. I had these 4 Don't Fight the Feeling cards. And then this is the stack of new cards that I just got in that Pokemarket haul. So we have Sing For You Korean, both exact cards, both the War regular size cards, Universe, the other Tempo card I was missing, this Obsession card, and then this is all of my Exist stuff. So yeah, and then I did get a few more Jonde Japanese cards that we're going to add in there. So yeah, this is old, new, and what I already had for Channel and Jonde. So this is going to be intense, but I think it'll be fun. If you don't know, Channel, Jonde, and Baekhyun were all born in the same year, which is kind of funny that they are my top 3. They're called by a lot of different names. Beagle Line, 90, is that early 92? I think they were born in the same year as my brother, so 92 line. And yeah, they are my ride or dies, my bitches. Like, I love them to bits. So we are going to be storing them in age order. So Baekhyun, Jonde, Channel. Baekhyun was born in May. Jonde was born in September, and Channel was born in November. I am going to be storing the Growl cards separately to keep everything in chronological order. Personally, I think it's okay because they're wearing like school uniforms here and school uniforms here. Like these are the same outfits, right? Yeah, so I think these work on the same page. And then these cards and the overdose cards are a little bit funky, but we'll make it work. So first Baekhyun card to add is this one. Yay, first row complete. This is so fun. I'm so excited. I've had this idea ruminating for a long time in my little brain. And I don't know. I always knew that at a certain point I would want to collect Baekhyun because I always have wanted to really work towards an OT9 collection. And Baekhyun and Kyungsu are kind of the biggest individuals holding me back from that because their cards are really goddamn expensive on Mercari Japan. Elsewhere, you can get some better deals for sure, but yeah, they definitely have the most expensive cards in my personal experience. And so I was always like, you know, it wouldn't be so hard to collect the others, but I know that collecting them is going to be a piece of work. So I don't know how I feel about that. But I always knew, like, eventually I would want to pick up Baekhyun, and I finally decided to do it. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna have to make it work because I want this for my collection really badly. And I'm really happy that I decided to do it. I've been having a lot of fun being able to buy more EXO cards again because, like I said, I've been complete, or I haven't been complete. I've been near complete with Channel and Jonde for a long time. So yeah, being able to do something with my collection is really nice. This is our first complete page, which is kind of silly because these cards are stupid, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. This page we are also going to have complete, which is really fun. I think I'm actually going to put Lucky One on top. I think that's how I had it originally. To me, Lucky One comes first because it's the first song on the album. So I would rather have that version first, but I don't actually know. These could be the Monster version. They could be the Lucky One versions. I couldn't say. As you can tell, Channel and Jonde's cards look the same. Like they didn't change anything. Whereas Baekhyun did one for each concept. So yeah, this page looks a little funky, but whatever. I loved when they did these all white backs. I know they're boring as shit, but I think they're really like pleasing to look at. Like they look very clean. Then we have Lotto. Lotto is one of my favorite EXO title tracks. I'm sorry. I know Lotto made like a big stink because of all that auto-tune, but look, okay, what people don't understand about auto-tune is that auto-tune does not automatically imply that you can't sing. It's a stylistic choice, especially in the case of songs like Lotto. And I think it sounds really fun. I love this song. I think the music video is a slay. Like everything about it is good. This is my original pull from my Lotto album, so I've had him for a long time. I got that album one time when I went to New York, and I don't remember why. I think I was just following my mom because she had something to do there. And I went to Koreatown. Is it called Koryo Books? I think. The primary store that sells albums in New York. And that was one of the albums I got. I think that might have been my first time ever going to a K-pop store. And I was kind of losing my mind in there. But yeah, love that album dearly. Even though the photo book is kind of a scam for how nice, for how like cool the concepts are. There are like 10 pictures in that whole photo book, so kind of banal, but whatever. This page being complete is really nice. I love these cards so much. I mean, the war was my first era with them, so it'll always be special to me, but I think these concepts are really pretty. Oh, look at these cards. They look so good. Oh my god. Okay, then we have Power. Beckham has a blue border, right? Because he and Channel were in the unit together. So I think this page will actually look really cute because it'll be like blue, green, blue. So that's kind of nice. Now we have Universe, where again, I do have Beckham cards. Let's see how I stored this though. So I put this and this together, and then this weird black and white card with the glasses. Sure. I feel like these two are both really close up. I mean, both of Channel's are, but this way they're like mirroring each other with the way their heads are facing. So I'm gonna do it like that. This page also looks really nice. Oh, I love it so much. Like, oh, this collection is just gonna look so good. And then Tempo will also be complete. So first, I guess, is the black back. Which again, I can never remember what the fuck these versions are because I don't know shit about music, which is really probably embarrassing for my roommate, but she's trying to educate me slowly but surely. So yes, that is the black back set. And then we have silverback. And then I think this one is the silverback one. It's so weird. Like, these cards very clearly like corresponded to the version outfits, and when they took the selfies, they were like, pass. We're gonna do it however we want. It's also weird because these two are like very dynamic kind of borders for their powers, and then Beckham's is just a little blob. Kind of sad. I mean, I guess that's the best they could maybe do for light, but it looks kind of awkward. And then this was the last card that I needed. And then we have the Vivace version. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Tempo being complete and Love Shot being complete is really nice. That was kind of like, that was really and truly like a peak EXO time to be around. Like, the rollout for Tempo and all the stages were so good. I love that album to bits. So it's really fun to see all complete together. I like foamed at the mouth trying to get this card, and I actually ended up buying it for like $3 because it is super damaged. You probably won't be able to tell, but like I think whoever originally owned it, like their dog chewed on it or something, because it has like pock marks in it. But once it's in the sleeve, like you can't tell, and it is real, so whatever. So that's the Love version, and this is the Shot version. And yeah, I can solidly say that I got the Heart Cheeky card for like $4. So LOL, who cares? Yeah, really cute. All right, then we have Obsession, it looks like. So I think what we're gonna do is the EXO cards. Oh no, there's only 2 now, so this will be fine. So we have EXO, and I'm gonna put this Bitken up here because it's the cuter one. The other one he's like not smiling in, but it looks the same otherwise. They all took the same class on how to take selfies for Obsession, which is really upsetting because this album concept, like the album concepts for this era were so good, and they were like, nah. We're gonna keep this as basic as possible. Though I do really like Jondae's XXO cards. They're kind of slutty, and I think that's really fierce for him, actually. Like, yes, so true. And then we have Obsession version, which I have the least for because this version is a fucking nightmare for some reason. It's not like it was any less available than the other two, but whatever. Yeah, so that looks kind of pathetic, but it's okay. Then we have Don't Fight the Feeling, which I am going to do in 2-3 pockets. I'm not going to do a spread, but this time Beckham will be on top. So I'm going to do the jewel case cards, I think, because they have this one that matches. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So I have this one for Beckham's jewel case cards. So should I do it in the middle? Or should I do it on the edge? I'll do it in the middle. The weird AR cards. Doesn't it just show a picture of them like in a circle or something? I think it's, I don't know. I feel like they're weird, but I don't actually remember. It's been way too long since I ever scanned that card. And then we have Expansion and Photo Book 2. So I think again, I'm gonna do Photo Book 2 first. And then here and here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I love this card to bits because they have this fucking The War poster in the background that is all of the postcards, the A version photo cards, combined into their picture, but it's like a printed poster version of it instead of them all being split up into cards. And I'm like, that is so sick. Like if they actually made that poster, I would buy it in 2 seconds. Like I love their lore stuff so much. So the envy I feel is real, but yeah, that's what it would look like if I just collected them. But no, John Day must stay with me. Okay, so we have some extra pages. So I'm gonna take these out. And then this is SMCQ. I do have this Minsock set here, don't question it. And then we have all of my exist cards. So this is Photo Book 1. I'm just gonna move over here because it's gonna be a long time until I get these Beckhan cards. But I do have Channel and Chonde. And then I do have Beckham for Photo Book 2, my pull that really was like too fierce and iconic actually. And then we have Photo Book 3. So we're gonna have John Day there and Channel there. And then the Sminis, I'm also going to put down here. See, because then it's like, it looks perfect to me. Like, let me out, hear me. Let me in, hear me out. I think that's good. Yeah. So there we go. And then we have the Digipacks. So I have Beckham's and Channel's. And then, like I said, the Momo cards are gonna go here. And then I just have some Japan cards. So it looks like I did sort Channel the right way. And I was trying to be good, I guess. Okay, so this one goes here. And then I'm gonna move this countdown filler down here because this is from Day's countdown card. So yeah, that page is actually almost complete now, which is nice. Pretty good. All right, so that now is Anna's updated EXO collection, which looks so good. Oh my god, I'm in love. I think this looks incredible. It's perfect. I couldn't be happier. Oh, I love them so much. Okay, so yes, that is the main EXO album cards binder, and now we're going to set up the mini binder. Oof. Oh my god, I love it so much, guys. Like, I'm so happy that I did this. Oh. All right, so now we have all of my non-album and solo and subunit cards. So these are going to go in this Beyond D Lovers record binder. And on the cover, I actually made a digital collage, which I've never done before. And I mean, it turned out like, okay, it's fine. It's Jeonjae's Hey Mama photo book concept with a few of the other members in there. And like, I think it's cute. It's not incredible or anything, but it's cute. I just made it on Canva, so it's not anything crazy, but yeah. We're basically just gonna be storing these cards in order of Jonde's solo and subunit stuff first. And then we're going to have, I think after that I put Channel solo, or no solo for Channel, but his subunit stuff. And then Baekhyun solo stuff, and then some non-album in the back. I don't know entirely how I feel about that. It might be better to put it in chronological order, but for now we're going to do it like this. So first we're going to be storing all of his Hey Mama cards. As I do with my TXT collection, I do store these in BCW board game sleeves. I think they're 56 by 87 milliliters, and they get the job done. They're fine. So yeah. I am going to put his Girls Japan card here. Eventually, of course, when I start to collect Baekhyun's CBX stuff, these pages will all turn out perfect, but for now they're going to be a little bit fucked up. Like, for example, Girls doesn't really have anywhere to, or I mean, Magic doesn't really have anywhere to go. We're just going to have to work with it. Like, Magic is going to have to suck it up because she sucks anyway. So this is the last Blooming Days card, and then I'm gonna put Magic on the back here, and that'll be fine. It's like so whatever, actually. Okay, so here she goes. And then now we have April on a Flower. So I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm just gonna get my template so that I don't fuck this up. So I actually don't really make any of my wish list public, so this was kind of uncharted territory. Just because I don't see why they need to be, but yeah, okay. So these two are the same version, and then these two are the same version. I'm just gonna keep this over here so that I don't do anything wrong. So I wanna make sure this is all in the right order. So this is the April version of April on a Flower, and then this is the Flower version. I think this was my original album card pull. Actually, no, maybe it was this one. I think it was this one, but this card is my fave. Love her. Okay, and then we have the Kino cards. So we have this one, actually. All right, and then this is the other Kino card, which I just got, and I'm very happy about. Okay, so April and a Flower complete. Now we have Dear My Dear. So these two are the My Dear version. Yeah, his nudiest cards. As long as I'm giving the versions together, it's all good. I mean, I could split them up, but I don't know. You don't know. Then we have these two cards. So I have Miss Basic black t-shirt and the other cute flower card. There we go. And then we have the Kinos. Put this one here. This card was a bit of a... So I decided to buy it from a seller on Mercari US. And the seller had never sold anything on Mercari before, but I was like, it's like 10 bucks. It's a pretty good deal. I'm just gonna get it. And they were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being my first sale. Da, da, da. Like, they were really sweet. But it was clear that they had never sold anything on Mercari before because they never marked the card as sent. And I was like, okay. But I just kind of waited it out, and then one day it appeared on my doorstep. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess, but they never marked it sent, so I can't rate them. So I messaged them, and they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that, da da da. It all worked out just fine. They got their rating, but I was like, oh gosh, like that could have been actually quite catastrophic. It turned out okay. All right. So actually, I don't know why I did that. So the other two Violet version cards are gonna go first. These are the two in between cards Then the other two gray version cards are gonna happen, and then the digipack cards. And then going to put a pob with the last digipack card. And the pob is going to be this last scene SM Town video call card. So yeah, and then I do have these Aladdin pobs. I don't actually really know what to do with them right now, so I'm just gonna leave them out. But now we can store some channel stuff. So I have some What a Life cards for him. I think one of these is from the group version. One of them is from his version. And then I have this clothing tag card, and I have this gold card. And then I'm gonna leave this Sehan and Chanyeol gold card out. And then I'm gonna put these two cards in. I do have Banana Yol as well, but he remains firmly on my wall in a deco top loader, and I don't want to take him out because he's really cute. So he's just gonna stay there, and these bunny ones can go in. So yeah. All right, now we have all my Baekhyun stuff. So I do have this one Blooming Days card, and I don't really have anywhere to put him because I don't have any of his other CBX cards. So I'm just gonna stick it on the back there. But I do have one day version card from City Lights and one night version, or black and white. I don't remember what they were called, but I feel like it was day and night. And then for Candy, I have all of his regular photo book cards. So these are the cinnamon version. These are the honey version. I don't have any of the Kinos, but I don't have any current plans to worry about getting them anytime soon. So we're just gonna leave this as is for now. This is the mint version. And then this is the chemistry version. Iconic ass cards. They're so good. Even though they're in like the dark, they're still really cute. Okay. And then we have all of my cards from Bambi Bam Bear. So this is the yellow one. I don't remember these version names at all. This is the green one. And then these are my cards from the jewel case version I have. And they are in matching concepts, so they're just gonna stay together. So there we go. And then finally, in the back of my little binder here, we're going to store some non-album cards. So first I have this Nature Republic Lenti. Actually, this probably happened second, so I'm gonna put that there. I don't know exactly when this card is from, but if I had to guess from looking at it, I think this is Elysion. So that would be like 2017. This card would go first. This is from Exodus. And then we have some other non-album cards. So these bad boys are, this one is his EXO O'Clock hoodie card. I did need this hoodie. It's actually my favorite hoodie now. It's so nice and comfy and like oversized. And I needed this card because it's so cute. Like, are you for real? Are you so for real? He's the worst person. I can't stand him. Just kidding. He's the best. And then this card is his K-Town Pob for Exist. And then these two are Apple Music Pobs, and I just needed them. They're so cute. I couldn't help myself. I decided that they had to come home. So yeah, they are gonna stay in here. And then I have these extra pages in the back, so I guess I'll just stash these cards in here while I'm at it. But yeah, this binder is going to be updated less regularly, of course, though I am trying my darndest to finish all of Dondae's solo stuff. Yeah, this one is gonna be a little bit more chill, and I just thought it would be better to organize it like this so that it wasn't so messy in the back of my regular binder. And I think I was onto something, because I think this is a lot more clean and put together this way. So yeah, all right, let me give you a little outro now. So there we have it. My entire EXO collection reorganized. I'm not going to give you a flip through because I fucking love doing flip throughs and I feel like I do them too often and they're kind of annoying. So I'm just gonna restrain myself this time. And you can imagine what it might look like being all flip through, or you can just wait until January regardless. Yeah, I'm so happy that I did this today. I think my collections look so much better now, and obviously EXO is one of my most important collections to me, so really happy that it's all pretty now. But yeah, so that was all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck up to this point, I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that I'll see you again soon. Bye.
잠깐 한 번 찍어야 되는데. 봐봐.